Abard, you're wearing the vestiges all apart from the Helm of Might, correct?
Correct, yes. Apologies,
Okay.
I think I may have the plague.
That's right.
Yes.
Okay. You all stand in this huge hall, towered by 7 statues of the ancient giant gods. They're as motionless, thick with the weight of old power. And in front of you rises, or towering above you, is Anam, the Allfather, carved from mountain stone, towering higher than the walls. His expression is stern, unknowable, and his eyes seem to look through time itself, through you, as if into some distant fate. And you stand there in silence. Dust drifts from these unseen heights of the room. Your breath's bated. Silence.
Right. Medica, I think you might need to pass me the helmet, I'm afraid.
No, we just might have to give it some time.
What if we were to put it to a vote?
When has voting ever solved anything?
Fair point. Jewel?
I think it's gonna have to be a duel. So Snub's like now lying on the floor doing the thing where you walk around with your feet, you know what I mean? Like in a circle, like lying down. Like walking on the floor. And he just keeps saying the word duel.
We could do a duel in place of a vote, so everyone who votes for what Abard wants just fights against Medica, and whoever votes for Medica wants.
If you can pry it from my hands, I will.
I don't think
yield
duels
this time.
generally have more than 2 people in them.
Duel is best way.
Fine.
Strongest should have vestige.
Duel it is.
Should we draw out a circle or sort of do it between maybe
Use the whole room. It's gonna be epic.
You know
a
what?
big room?
Both hold the helmet, and last, if some, each of us lose the grip on it, they lose.
Ooh,
That
so
sounds pretty fucking cool, actually.
It's like
you have to use your strength to hold on to it. May the gods roll their dice in your favor.
Yes. Can I just have a look at what sort of like ground am I currently stood on?
Stone.
And remember, you're wearing the other
Stone
8
floor.
vestiges as well, which might give you a slight advantage.
I'm just gonna send you a message, Andy.
I love this floor. That's all the messages. And just like, okay.
FYI, I will be very tense and ready for anything.
I think we should just start sending out off-topic, like hidden messages that we don't want the rest of the group to hear.
yeah, I love this
Just
floor.
like, I'm so scared right now. Just like, oh yeah, okay, that's, yep,
Such a
Right.
good floor.
good for your character.
Right. 2 seconds, I just need to limber up. Abard is doing some lunges,
Hell yeah.
doing some calisthenics, just kind of flinging his arms out, doing a bit of stretching, cracks his knuckles. Right. Let's get to it then. To the winner, the priceless artifact of your god. Right. We better hold on then. Abel's gonna hold out his hands.
You both ready?
Roll for initiative.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Roll for initiative.
You want countdown or you go?
I think, yeah, I think you should do the countdown, Bunga.
Oh,
waiting until they both look ready.
Are
Hang
you
on, sorry, 2
are you
seconds.
dueling with weapons, or is this
I
a
think it's like a
physical?
stress
like a
holding onto the
physical-
helmet.
Yeah, both holding for the helmets and try to
Ah,
yank it
okay,
out
right.
and
Sorry.
hand
Okay,
it.
I see. So you're
Pretty
both holding
unique
onto
and
it
good
to
idea.
see who can. Okay.
I guess maybe the initiative is like who gets like the first pull on their helmet or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I
That
was
makes
thinking.
sense.
Looking at this, I'm just gonna go 3, 2, 1, go.
And as soon as that happens, Medica goes for yank, but fails miserably.
No.
It was so the count was so fast, like and
Yeah.
he yanks and
It was a sort of
I don't know.
fainted yank almost, like.
Or,
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think about? I don't know. I suppose actually maybe the initiative is much likely to get like an advantage.
Should each
Pretty
should it be
similar,
like a
isn't it?
best of 3 then?
Both
So
would go.
there's like 3 strength rolls.
But you can also do sleight of hand.
also do sleight of hand.
I'm thinking like if you lose
get some
like
rules down,
one,
haven't
you like one hand gets disengaged basically from the.
Yeah, and you have 2 hands, and then once you lose
Yeah.
twice, you're off. What if you lose one hand and you win one? Is your hand back on? Is that what you're saying, Kimmy? So like,
Yeah, then you regain.
all right,
the-
yeah, I see what you're saying. So you have to lose 2
All
in a
right.
row.
Yeah.
and
Okay.
then,
2 in a
like,
row.
what the hell?
This is basically the next 3 hours sorted.
Let's
Could
see.
actually be. We're
3
like here for a long
Like,
time.
almost
Point.
almost a month off, and this is what you guys want to do. Fuck me.
I'm into it. Let's fucking go. Nub screams for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah. That says red in his eyes.
Way too.
Spitting as he's shouting.
Who's playing as Finn, by the way?
Oh yeah, I could be Finn, by the way. I'll
Okay.
let me get his. Sorry, I'll get his sheet up now. I forgot about that.
Would it be like the initiator doing the strength check and the other one doing save
Yes.
to counter it? Yeah. Okay, let's do that.
We should probably find ways of making this more complex and longer.
Yeah,
No,
absolutely. And,
absolutely
like, loads of
not.
get downs, so it's continuous for a lot. Yeah, you're right. You're
Can we
right.
do a calculation of how sweaty their hands are?
Oh yes,
yes.
good
Yeah,
point.
add a
that would be really
add-
important because if it's
Add,
What is
add
that?
your
In-
sweat
in-
modifier.
Constitution save.
Yeah,
It's
Constitution is your
minus
sweat
one
modifier.
So to
You've got to
determine.
do Constitution every turn to see
You
how
could
much you're
make them
sweating.
roll for sweat, yeah, like Constitution. Like any Constitution roll below 5 adds a minus for
So,
sweat.
for example, if this room is noticeably warmer than the rest, then the helmet has been in the cold environment, and
Oh, it might
the
even have
water starts
condensation on it.
condensing. Yeah, condensing on the
We haven't
helmet.
even brought in humidity yet. We've got to consider
my God.
humidity.
Yeah,
What
no,
is-
How
it's-
can
what
we
is the-
be more
what is
outside
the-
D
will be
players
very
who
low
don't feel
to
about
Tell me
these
more
things?
about the humidity modifier.
Are you wearing
Yeah.
gloves or not?
Yeah, if you're wearing like chain gloves versus like plate gloves.
I'm not sure
I
actually.
didn't think
Medica-
either of them wear gloves, do they?
Yeah.
Abod is
Maybe-
very much
maybe
wearing
leather.
plate gloves.
He wears
I don't know.
gauntlets though, right?
Oh, very much so.
I would probably be wearing like leather or something.
But don't you, not to be a
I'd probably
complete nerd
wear
about this,
extra
don't you wear
grippy
gauntlets
ones.
and you wear gloves under your gauntlets, so the bit of the glove is like where your hand would be in the gauntlet, and that just goes under the
Alright, Kimmy, roll for a strength check.
Already rolled it and it was shit because,
Oh, okay.
because the count
Oh yeah, he
was
rolled a
so
7,
right.
yeah.
He hesitated,
Right.
and Abad basically saw it, and he went.
No, you
I-
never know,
I
you might
roll.
roll shitter.
I roll for moistness.
Right. We're actually doing
Charisma.
moistness.
Charisma.
Abod looks tremendously smug. He is not breaking a sweat whatsoever. You see like a little glint of just pure pride in his big bum chin. And
I'm
he
gonna-
just-
Rules lawyer this a little bit here, Abard. I said, like, I think the sweat rolls need to happen after the first strength because that's when it really the perspiration's going to kick in. So I think we assume you both start dry. Am I allowed to say that? I reckon you just got to give us a strength roll now for this first one.
Alright, strength save or
there's no
strength check?
modifiers for the
I
first roll.
think that this will be a good setup for the next roll.
All right, okay, fair enough.
But
Fair enough.
neither of us loses or gains any hands on the
Nope, doesn't look like.
on the helmet.
Oh, can you choose? Okay, never mind. I'm going to stop there because it's going to make it so
I-
complicated.
So, Abard, feeling the yank from Medica,
Feel Medica's yank.
grins even harder, and he lifts up one foot off the ground so that he's hopping, sort of like balancing one leg. Is that all you've got, little monk? Let's see.
Oh,
There's a strength save against the yank. 18. And Abard is looking incredibly smug, hopping on one leg on this cool stone floor.
you going to take that from him, Medica? Snubs, you going to take that?
Right. I guess now it is Abard's turn to initiate. Say?
Abard, feeling incredibly confident, grins even harder, and he feels a sort of a huge weight on his shoulders, as though he's like cemented into the ground, as though he's part of the rocky floor. And he grins even wider, and he stands up on one tippy toe, with the bottom of his sort of like his armored boot is the only thing that's touching the stone floor, and that is all that is in contact. He's looking incredibly precarious, but he's very, very smug. And then Abard gives a yank back.
Did we not get another yank from Medica? I didn't get the roll up. Or is that?
Oh, no, why is it in
With-
advantage?
It's in turns, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes,
turns.
it is. Like initiator and then response and then initiator response type of thing.
Oh, okay. Oh, the sense. Oh, sorry. The strength save. Okay, never mind. Yep.
Yeah.
My bad.
So
Well, that makes sense.
why was it in advantage? Is it just...
I
Abard.
guess you don't know at the moment.
Abard is looking tremendously smug as he gives this like a proper good tug, and you feel that it's just purely from his arms, as though he is completely rooted to the ground. There is absolutely like he's got no friction acting on him at all. He's just pure bicep curling this
Cheeky bastard. I know.
Why-
Medica,
why you stand like that? It's weird.
Medica being a stubborn man, tries to just stand his ground basically for this turn. So he locks his arms holding the helmet and tries to resist the yank.
Oh,
Ooh.
And as Medica has resisted now he goes for the offense but tries to outplay his opponent. So he suddenly pushes towards with a tremendous strength, possibly, hopefully. Yeah. Oh,
Oh.
That is some pretty strong.
it's the best roll
Medic,
we've
right?
ever done.
So no one's
I've
lost
been
yet.
right.
It's
Definitely
the
the
same.
best you roll rolls in a row.
I've been saving these.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
I'm going to let you both describe your reactions and everything like that. This is all over to you guys.
so you're just pushing directly into me, yeah?
Yeah, basically first I resisted your yank, and as you basically used your action to do that, then afterwards I will suddenly push towards you to try to get you off balance.
You plow straight into Abard. He lets you come in, and you plow directly into his chest, and he is completely unmoved. Still on one tippy toe, cemented to this floor, like it's like pushing against like a hydraulic press. Abard is completely rooted, and he sort of starts to like bend back as though he's doing a limbo, just cackling. Abard is going to attempt to hold the helm as high as he can above his head. Try and just pull it upwards. I'll roll for sweatiness. I think it was con save, or are we not in the sweat stage yet?
Let's add a dash of sweat.
Okay, so roll for sweat, both of you, or just each one in turn?
I'm thinking, did you get out of balance with my push?
I don't think you did.
That's not in the slightest.
Hmm. Did you roll a save?
Yeah, I was going to say, did you roll the save?
I don't think he needs to.
No, I don't think he needs to.
Oh,
It's
he doesn't. Yeah, yeah.
skullduggery, you know.
Damn.
He seems completely rooted to the spot.
Yeah, Abard is going to try and sort of. Oh, sorry, did con save for sweat?
I guess you could do a grip save check, though. Your grip is not affected by that, right?
Oh no, so I'll do a deck save.
Yeah.
Ooh.
14 on grip.
So we're doing grip, sweat, and strength.
Oh my god.
What about if? Yeah, because the strength is the roll is the attack. The grip is like if your grip loosens. It could be modifiers in that depending, I guess, what you guys want to do. But then the sweat is constant. I don't know. Maybe that makes it too
I
much.
think strength check and the strength check beating the strength save removes a hand.
Yeah, alright.
But if the con save is below a certain threshold, maybe like remove one from the strength save
Sounds reasonable.
or something like that.
So
If you
ignore
get
the
like a nat
dex.
0 on Constitution, maybe you remove like 2 from the strength save. I don't know.
So for Sam to retain his hand on one more hand on, or both hands, he needs to roll a strength save now.
It needs that's
basically.
equal to or greater than 22.
Yeah. Even though he's not moved, he still needs to. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Save.
Dexterity.
GM is okay with this. I think I.
Yeah, but there's like I do feel like at the same time let's not make this overcomplicated.
Make it more
Because-
complicated.
Yeah.
So, I've done a save. Was the save successful?
Your
I
strength
haven't
save.
seen. I haven't seen strength save.
I see a dexterity save.
Yeah.
21.
Ooh. Now I would say it needs to be at least 90% of the original strength to save. No.
Is that GIF extremely slow for everyone as well? I'm getting like frame by frame on that GIF.
Yeah.
No, it's pretty slow, but it's not like frame by frame slow.
I'm actually getting like frame by frame. Anyway, sorry. So that means
Abar loses one hand.
according to the rules.
Yeah, as my
But does he have a modifier on
that?
because of something that's happening.
I think
GM.
to make it simple, to tell me if anyone else disagrees. As long as you don't roll a natural natural one on your Constitution, you don't lose anything to sweat. Let's say.
I'm not saying with that. I'm saying I think I maybe know what's going on a bit deeper in this competition, should we say?
Well, Abard's, from what I understand, Abard's arms are moving normally and freely.
True. Good point.
I don't know if that's right.
Yeah, Abar's
Correct.
arms are just completely. Yeah.
His leg, however, is not.
I think I better stop contributing because I'm making this more complicated than it needs to be anyway.
Right. All right. Let's go. Let's continue. What's the? Does hand get removed or not?
I think so.
Right.
One of Abard's
continue.
hands loses his grip on the helmet, but it's now his turn to pull.
Yes.
Abard pulls.
Oh!
My word!
And Medica responds. Fuck.
Oof.
So what does this mean?
I mean, that 20 should probably be more than just like.
Yeah,
I'd
because
say-
that's a great pull. he regains his hand to the helmet, and
Yeah.
I lose mine.
These ones.
Yeah,
So
that's
we
it
say-
counts for two.
Okay, so
It
we
counts
say
for
that's
People
two.
have
exchange,
turned,
essentially, if
yeah.
that's the case.
Tables
Yeah.
have
If you
turned
get a nat
suddenly.
20. Alright.
Medica stares.
How
at
the turn
surprise.
tables.
How can
Oh.
this be?
This is great, by the way. Love
Now we need a couple of constitution saves for sweatiness, given the stress.
Yeah, high stress now.
Sweat, roll,
I'm
sweat.
gonna say with a natural.
no.
I'm gonna
They
say
go
with a
panic.
natural 20, Abard doesn't need to roll a sweat check.
Oh, we need
Oh,
more
my God.
rolling, come on.
Medica start.
No, I'm reducing
Well,
the
no.
rolling.
So your sweat levels are still acceptable. It's sweaty, but it's still acceptable levels of sweat.
They're all on his,
Yeah.
It's all on Medica's forehead. His hands are fine at the moment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
exactly,
Like
yeah.
it's
And you-
starting
yeah.
to reach his eyebrow level and almost going into his eyes, and
Me-
he's starting to.
Medica,
With the
can
hands are-
can you in anime style give me your internal monologue as you look into Abard's eyes?
How can this be? He's much weaker than I am. But my God is still on my side. He has forsaken his God, and he has lost all his family's jewels to an imposter. He's a weak man. How can I lose to this weak man?
Excellent.
Abard, give me your anime internal monologue.
Abard has just got like insanely heroic music.
No,
playing
in
right?
internal monologue.
Ah,
I was just singing like a marching tune in his head.
my quads,
He
my
scored in
calves.
the balls.
At last,
Sorry.
the power I have always sought. It is mine.
Okay, is it Abard's turn for a strength check? No, it's Medica's turn
I
for a
think it
strength
is.
check.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
My quads, my back, my glutes and my traps. That's what
Medica goes for a
Write that
kind
down
of
for
a
Christ's sake.
Yeah, save that for,
Mary.
for future reference. Holy shit.
I'll write that down right now.
And Medica starts to go for a Hail Mary because now that he's only having one hand on it and he's lost his other one, he's trying to quickly wipe his hand to some on the ground to grab some dry gravel to get a good grip on it. He goes for that and then tries to do a similar kind of pull back and tries to get his hand back on the helmet with that pull, basically.
Whoa. I have never seen Medica roll so high.
Yeah, neither have I.
It's very important.
Yeah, it seems to be.
So describe your action again. You're stepping back and pulling it from me.
Yeah, basically, when you did your pull, I kind of was pulled forwards, but now I'm trying to anchor both of my legs, and then try to get bounce back from the floor, try my hand at the same time to dust on the floor, and then pull with my back behind, and then grab my hand back on the helmet.
I see. Abard is going to take both hands on. Oh no, I need to do strength save, don't I?
Yes.
Would this count as a grapple or an attempt to restrain?
I'd say grapple off the top of my head.
If you go
but
for
I'm
that
not
mode, I am grappler as well.
Ooh.
That's all good. If we count this as a grapple, I'll roll my strength save, which I'll roll at advantage for whatever reason. Oh!
Oh.
I guess I lose a hand on it.
One hand apiece.
One hand each, is it? Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. So didn't successfully re-grab with my other arm, but I realize Abard has lost one hand as well, so we are now both one hand on the helmet. As I watch in his eyes with a slight superior complex in my own head, watching it. You are no match to me.
Impossible. Never before has he been so strong. How did he learn? Only a helmet could be so fierce.
I just lifted a huge rock just a few minutes ago. I can do anything.
He has been lifting. Curses. Abard is going to attempt to spin around on the spot, still staying on one tippy toe. Abard is going to attempt to sort of spin around, and then as he does, also then plant his left leg back on the ground. Just give a full wrench over his shoulder, putting his full body weight as though he's like got the weight of an anvil with each foot at the moment. And he fucks it.
This feels very weird, but I want to focus all my thoughts into the helmet of the Tempest, and to try to recall the lore and everything that is behind this mythical weapon, armor, a relic of my faith, and I am basically using first time ever my chest armor's say
Nipples.
Nipples.
Sorry.
This is just a nice little coloring, but you don't have to do it. But like, I'm trying to pull the ancient stories, lore, and myths from the helmet to gain myself the ancient power that it holds.
Yeah.
To return it to the rightful owner.
As you channel the armor and the effects of legend lore bestowed onto the armor, you feel through the fingertips as you hold on to the helmet. You almost like your eyes almost roll back into your skull as you go back into this memory in the helmet. A very bizarre sight for Abard as you see as your eyes kind of roll back. But
What the fuck?
within this Medica, you see this towering body moving through a battlefield. In its arms, you see weapons. On it, you see armor. The armor that is being worn by the person that you are wrestling right now. And on its head, you feel the weight of the helmet that you hold in your hand. It plows through the battlefield as it swings a club, and you realise that the foe that it fights are dragons, and you are a giant, a Stormlord, passing through the battlefield before your eyes roll back into your skull and you are looking eye into eye against Abard Helmer.
And for a moment, I can still imagine I am fighting a fierce dragon as I'm using all my strength to try to deliver the finishing blow.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, Medica regains a hand.
It would count. So remind me where we were at before this. I'm losing track of where the hands are.
You're both holding one hand.
We're both holding one hand. Okay.
I thought Abard had a hand back because I got that 20.
Yeah, but didn't you lose
you
one?
did.
Because you got a 23 and you got a 19.
You did, but then you lost it again.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. Not only did you gain a hand back, but you knocked one of his hands off. But he just the rolls continued and you lost one because you lost a roll, as it were.
Does this mean that...
I think that would mean that Medica has the helmet now, if we're using the rules, or...
Well, no,
am I wrong?
because last time it
That
was
was
a
a save.
strength, it was attack, while this was just a strength save, so that was defensive. Well, when Medica got the
Oh yeah, true.
hand
Yeah,
back,
that was
that
a
was
strength.
an
Yeah,
attack.
true. So maybe he gets both hands back.
Both hands
Right.
back.
both hands
Yeah.
back makes sense, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hey, bud. It's
Both hands
precarious.
back onto the helmet.
I'm filled with ancient pride of defeating mighty foes, and I continue to be on the offensive as I try to take what is mine. And
Oh!
Immediately.
No!
Immediately the
Hand.
hand. Immediately
my
the hand
pride
grabs.
becomes my downfall.
A huge
This
pulse
is-
of sweat comes out of your fingertips and immediately
We knew
looses.
the sweat was going to get there eventually.
Oh no.
And you're back to one hand.
Fucking Kimmy on the traffic lights. That is insane. Green, red. Oh my
I
god.
was about to ask why can we roll this well against enemies, but now we're back to form.
Well, Aybard is my enemy, so that fits.
True. Yeah. Oh, so we're back to one hand each again.
Yeah,
Bloody hell.
Would that
I
one
don't
be an
think-
immediate hand back for me?
I think it was an immediate loss for him, which is, I think,
Okay,
probably as
fair
good
enough.
as you're going to get in this scenario. But what would
Yeah,
you
I'll
say?
take that.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the strength save I got was basically half of his previous natural 20.
And all you got to do to survive is beat a 6.
Yeah, exactly. You can surely do that, right?
Unless you're rolling that one. And then
But do you have any other different opinions on that, Andy? That if it's a nat 1, he loses a hand immediately, but Aybard doesn't gain what? It's not like a swap the other way around, is it?
yeah, I think it's an immediate loss.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Well,
Abard's
after doing
going
that
into
one
this.
strength save.
Well, technically about 6. Yeah,
Alright.
fine.
Yeah, and you
Got it.
easily hold it. Almost laughing at me. Ho, 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 ho. What
Now
a
we're back to
new
basically
child.
just one each.
Yeah.
Abard already had
So
one.
How
Um,
can he,
Oh,
how can
right,
he
okay.
regain hands? Sorry to be annoying, but
This is almost
Oh,
like
no.
it's,
Nat 20 and his strength, I think.
he has to get a nat 20 to regain hand. Okay.
Yeah, but he's got one hand now. I think that's how we're working it. I don't know.
I thought maybe like if he won, he would put a hand on.
Let's do Constitution to see the sweat levels.
no. I think that let's do away with sweat. Let's just keep this down to strength now because
We're maximum sweat now.
we've been
Max.
doing this for almost 40 minutes.
Alright, yeah. Yeah, it's
Sensing his
true.
moment.
It's almost
Sensing
9
his
o'clock.
moment.
I'm not
Abard
fucking
leans in and is just gonna push forward, slow walking trudge, just to try and just walk over Medica and just punch forward through his plate armor that seems to sort of be connecting through unseen tendrils to the ground. He's just got a huge amount of weight behind him as he just sort of stomps forward.
Ooh, decent.
Alright.
Medica is startled by the sudden initiative by Abard to start going for the offensive, and he tries to plant his feet on the ground to anchor himself and basically lean forwards to counter the force that is coming towards him.
Oh, he saved
Oh
it.
my word. Yet again,
Why
does Medica not play this
with
way
the
against Surrey?
swift counter-attack, he takes a step to the side and basically tries to use Abard's strength against himself.
Grab exactly what you mean by that.
Okay, 18.
So basically, because you started pushing forward, and I countered your push, then when I regain my footing, I will try to step to the side and try to get you to continue your movement forward.
Medica did Aikido basically. When he was
right.
a young
Aikido, do you?
lad.
Abard at the moment is completely impervious to you attempting to maneuver him. he is completely rooted to the ground. As soon as he sees you changing direction, he just completely is planted. And I'd say maybe so then I guess that'd be 8 bod and strength save, which would DM approve at advantage?
Medica has no idea what is going on.
Wow.
I mean,
Why is that working?
yeah,
Oh,
you gain
shit.
you gain advantage on saving throws.
There's a GIF I want to post and I just can't get it. Sorry.
So, both of you got both hands back on the helmet then?
No. I'm thinking we're still one hand.
Yeah, it's just
Maybe
thought, yeah, one
the other
each.
hand is like pushing
Bloody
towards
hell.
each other. We're like.
So technically,
Going
do you
like
need to
mine.
get 4 in a row for this? Because we initially started saying you need to get 2 in a row.
I would say just the one who wins the next initiative wins.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
thing.
I was
it's
gonna
like,
say,
it's
if
You
not
can
got-
defend
if
against
Avard got-
initiative.
Yeah,
but-
If Avard got 20 now and Medica got 20,
Right,
then
right.
Avard would
Yeah.
be
Because he has both hands back on.
and vice versa.
Okay.
No. We are still one hand, but
From
we
one
are
hand.
we're battling each other like with the other like pushing
Yeah.
each other. Right.
Yeah.
Right, okay, I
Basically,
understand.
This is what
Whoever
roll
pulls
the
it
next
from
Yeah,
round.
exactly
each
like
other's hand.
exactly like that high socket
Yeah.
thingy,
Okay.
basically.
shoving a tree in the
It'll
mouth.
be whoever next wins both the save and the strength check in their turn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Whoever
Yeah, that
wins
makes
next.
sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in this case,
Or
I'll
the
save
counter,
would
basically.
I
probably
would
not
say
be
the next
fair.
one who wins their initiative roll. So when they are doing the yank.
Oh, yeah. The strength rather
Unless
than
there's a
the
nat
speed.
1 or a nat 20, obviously, that changes things a bit.
Oh yeah, that's different, of course.
We should really codify these rules.
Eh.
Yeah, it's going to happen a lot in
doing
campaign.
that.
Yeah, that may submit some custom helmet fighting rules for DM's Guild.
Medica saves, and he goes for another. He's just mad, going at it
Incredible.
now without too much thought in his head. He's just pure anger and strength and hate. Ooh.
Abard is again just
No thought behind his eyes.
cackling, both feet on the floor. Just very solidly planted.
Oh,
My
Damn.
Jesus
And
Christ!
those
points.
40 hopes is going to be the finale. That's another save, ignore that one.
Oh, fuck.
That
I
would
was
be good.
scared for a moment.
Save again.
Oh,
Oh, no! That's going to be counted, we can imagine. Or
Abard's
will it
legs
be?
are strong. His quad
Oh,
Oh! Does that
Another
mean
hand
we're-
Regains a hand.
another hand.
There's another hand, yeah. 2 hands on.
This is my worst nightmare as a dungeon master.
Oh no!
He spent all of his energy saving.
This is where Abel
Nothing
gets a
left.
nat 20 as well. He also gets
Yeah.
2 hands back to square one.
Can we just start cracking these rolls out now?
Oh my fucking god!
I knew it! I knew it!
Oh, for the tape, another natural 20.
So now they both
Right.
have 2 hands on again.
They both-
Right? We're all safe.
Okay, I lose one hand.
Okay,
I
keep
lose
it
a
close
hand.
to you. We're gonna have to go faster, aren't we?
Oh, I'm going at it. Run!
Oh my god.
22. Can you defend that?
This is like a game of fucking cricket.
Oh, that's 22!
Matches
Hell.
What does a
think-
draw
It's
mean?
contested, it's contested, it means nothing.
Yeah, okay. Oh shit. Oh, defend!
Oh my god.
You've still got 1 hand on. But Abel has
And he
2.
goes again! Oh no!
Oh, 10. Oh, that's not great. But you never know what you might roll shit.
If you roll a 10, fuck me.
19. Okay, yeah. He defends it.
Final big pull. Fuck!
Come on, Medica, you
Is
can
this,
defend
is
that.
this a set
Go.
For the tape, a 10,
No,
a 7.
after
Wait.
that massive
Wait,
battle?
let's go.
Oh, God.
Hang on, is that it?
I think
Is this
I
it?
think that might be
That's
it.
it.
yeah.
Is that it?
Medico
Oh.
exhausts
Jesus.
himself,
A really
The
last battle.
probably doing stuff, whereas Abad starts to more and more use technical moves and basically overpower Medica's
Can I? Oh,
brute
sorry.
force. Yeah, there
I
let's
just want to say
just
commendations to both of you. You both RP'd that fantastically. It was really fun to watch.
Can-
I know it seems stupid for those. I really enjoyed that. That was
can we finalise this with the last pull from Abard, please?
Oh yeah. Technically, that was the last pull.
That was the last
Head.
pull.
No,
yeah.
sorry, I mean,
Yeah.
but just describing it.
Even though
Right.
the,
Okay, so
Really-
Abard at this point is just like Medica is just sort of like crumpled down onto his knees, and they're both like really struggling. But Abard's still got his feet as firmly planted on the ground, and this has basically just evolved instead of these big pulls. Abard is just kind of like yanking, like trying to get like playing tug with like a rope toy in a dog's mouth. And there's just yanking and yanking and yanking, and it comes free of Medica's hands. But he doesn't notice, so he's still just like shaking it in the air just above his head, and just sort of gradually dust settles. And he's like, yes, yes, right, splendid. Well, I do apologise, Medica. I probably should have mentioned my armour, the green vine plate, one of the vestiges. It means I can't be moved while touching natural stone. And Abard taps the floor. Natural stone. Anyway, right,
thought you
probably
used
time for.
Movable rod somehow. Sorry, yeah. Maybe
Sorry,
Charles.
sorry.
Medical learns that he's on his
Oh, he
knees like, and he casts a thunder wave to the sides, just basically trying to just release his anger, like anywhere like
Spasm.
thunder, just going round. Doesn't really do anything, just unleashes his frustration in terms of form of lightning.
Okay. The lightning cracks, shatters through the hall. And as the lightning reverberates through it, just this kind of cry then dissolves into silence again. And we'll take a quick piss break there.
I just got to quickly say, no one has ever rolled this well consistently before, and neither of these characters would ever roll this well consistently
That's
ever again.
insane.
Completely agree with Aiden. And also, in terms of the drama, the roles were fantastic. Like, I couldn't have asked for a better competition. It really, like, the nat 20 into nat 20.
I mean, beautiful, isn't it?
And the nat 20
Isn't
into
it?
the
And then
nat
also
1
the
is
nat 20
incredible.
into the nat 1.
That was
So,
also
like,
fantastic.
it's
So,
just, yeah.
so the rolls, just
Drama.
for Mail's benefit on the tape, we've got, I mean, I'll do it from like the first nat 20 where you've got a nat 20, 25, 11, 4, 23, 19, 15, 25, minus,
Which is
or a nat 20 on 25, followed by Medica then rolling a nat 1. You've then got Abard responds with a 13, Medica 16, Abard 19, Medica 24, then goes in with an 18, Medica then, oh no, that was then Abard,
And that
Goes in
wisdom
with a
save of
20.
realizing what's going on.
he then goes in for it on a 7, Medica responds with a 22, he then goes in with a 15, Abard saves with a 27, he then goes in with a 10, Medica comes in with a nat 20 on a 25, and then rolls in on an 11. Abard responds with a nat 20, then goes in with a 14. Medica responds with a 10. He then goes in with a 22. Abard responds with a 22. He goes in with a 20. Medica responds with a 20, and then goes in
So
with a
good.
10. Abard responds with a 19, goes in with a 10. Medica saves with a 7,
Which we thought we'd
and that's what
Oh.
we've done. Yeah, it was intense.
So close, wasn't it?
Took
I
half an
know.
hour.
There's literally only
40 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Props to Medica. That was me doing that with hacks as well.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
right.
Like,
Let's go for
know,
a
good.
piss.
yeah, sorry. A good show on the anime stuff as well. So much fun. The thoughts in the mind's eye.
Look forward.
Sorry about that, D.
Medica
That's
is
good.
on his knees,
Storytelling.
defeated. He is very disappointed in himself.
Oh.
Okay, we move to Abard. Abard, you hold the Helm of Might in your hands.
I have the helm in my hands. I have the Dragonite shield on my wrist. I'm in the green vine plate. I've got the rest of them. I walk solemnly back into the light spot, and Abod takes a second, takes a deep breath, and then he recites the poems of the vestiges, which I'm sure we can all agree I wrote down in ahead of this session, because that would have been a very clever thing to do, and if anyone did happen to have them written down together in combined Word document, this would be
That would be
Oh,
useful.
you remember talking about this last week? Yeah. I say last week, many weeks ago.
Didn't
Zephyros looks at you. You did write the inscriptions down, didn't you?
Yes,
Oh.
yes,
Most of them somewhere.
of course we did. That would have been very silly for us to go to all that effort to not have done that.
It would just seem quite an important thing to do when they're all there.
It
well, you'd
really
think
would,
that,
wouldn't
wouldn't
it?
you?
Abard sort of looks at Shamash like, yes, they're very important. Those little words. Those 80 or so magic words.
As I said, I've got them written down in my long notebook here. It may take me some while to look through them all.
That's okay. We'll let you. Just yeah. I'll just we'll just keep we'll entertain ourselves. Who wants to hear a gnomish joke? Anyone? Anyone want to hear one of those?
I myself would love to hear a gnomish joke.
Oh, good, because I have one prepared, ready to go. Okay.
It's good to be prepared.
All right. Yeah. So there's this fella, right? Yeah. Yeah. It's this fella. Okay. Yeah, and he walks into a bar. Yeah. Okay. He walks in. Right. And he says to the guy, "Yeah, barman's there." Right. He goes up to the barman. He says to the barman, "Hey, do you have any drinks? Do you have any drinks that sort of could? I've got terrible congestion. Do you have it? I don't know where. I generally don't know where I'm going with this. Do you have any? I don't have a joke. I'm sorry. I wish I did. Well, that's disappointing. Hold on. Give me a sec.
Aiden has fled.
Hello.
He was so ashamed of my bad jokes he had to leave.
Randomly got kicked out of that. I was just looking actually on Roll20 to see if we had things saved in there, which of course we don't. Lots of notes.
Shall I cut you off some slack?
I mean, we could stay here like another sort of hour or two while I go through my notes in depth, but there is like tens of thousands of words, if not much more.
That's okay.
Give me a couple more seconds, I'm going to get this joke out.
Go on, do that joke.
Speak amongst yourselves as I please.
Okay, so back to my joke, yeah? So he's in the bar, right? He's going to have something from my chest. I've got a chest gold. And the barman says, how about whiskey? And the gnome says, no thanks. I'm trying to keep it above 40 inches. Just like that.
I didn't get it.
Great.
Forget it either.
This is John.
Yeah, this is a joke. Well,
Well, you see, what it is was that I wasn't present. I wasn't really listening when we went to get the mammoth tusk one, because I was in a different room, I think. So I didn't get that in my notes. That's the only one that I didn't get.
yeah, I think the only one I got was the notes for the bow, of course. Which I could tell you now. potentially.
Husk and Bone, summon warning. Caught our brothers throughout our ordning. See, I remember that one. What other ones have we got?
Very good.
You paste that
Arthur takes that.
in the chat somewhere.
Arthur takes that little book. The Ring of Winter from Raven Rock. Goes fragile bands cast in winter's fray. What ice may grant, the soul must pay.
Look that in the chat, please. Medica, what did you get when you got that helmet?
There he goes like.
Yeah, you can't answer right now.
I can relieve you if it's useful.
I think we're kind of getting there now, but yeah, no, it's probably a good idea.
Yeah, sorry. We
That's
need that,
okay.
I think.
Check Discord tab.
Cheers.
Aha! Right. Yes. I've just found that note of mine. Right. Excellent. Are we ready, gentlemen?
If I can just preface this, I'd imagine the fact that each of you are giving some notes to Abard in this, and some of them you don't have because you didn't find them. Artus did. So Artus would give you some of those to fill the gaps that you hold.
Arthur takes out his journal he's been keeping, his notebook, which he started compiling with Roaring Horn, and he hands it over to Abard while you're compiling your notes. I think you might need these, old chap.
That's really quite splendid. Thank you. Right. I shall begin. Elusive flint, in spear's silent trust confide. Guard against dark resurgence, in shadows bide. Ancient tree, vines entwined in mystic braid. Guard from strikes or foes of our blade. Guard from strikes of our foe's blade. From stone to soil we carve the path. Roots shall bind and arrows last. Thine bowstring hum and melody bold. A weaver's song in earth retold. Through tusk and bone, summon warning. Call thy brothers throughout our ordning. Seer's vision through marble guise. Foresee the danger. Be our wise eyes. Threads of land, arrows take flight. The stores that stores the earth, but strike with might. Fragile band, cast in winter's fray. What ice may grant, the soul must pay. In return of soul, through silver shards redefined to turn the tide.
And as each set of words are uttered, for those of you looking on at Abard as he wears all vestiges both on his body and in his hands, you see each item alight with an aura around them. And as the last passage to turn the tide is uttered, the vestiges move from your body, Abard, as if passing through air. Their material quality relieving themselves from you, each moving to statues outstretched or wearing to those that stand around an arm. And as each piece finds its place, a gauntlet clicking into a stone arm rests on an arm, and a crown resting atop his carved brow. The statue adorns and ignites with this golden light, and runes flare along its limbs, dust and magic swirling at their feet. And the floor trembles. A deep hum builds in the heart of the temple. and from behind you, the pale blue swirl of this unmovable doorway begins to pulsate. It thrusts with a violent ripple. And it lurches into movement, and it begins to wind into infinitesimal patterns, turning faster and faster until it moves so fast it becomes this transparent haze behind which a smaller round room is opened. And you see on the other side 6 smaller statues stood in a circle, and on the floor a pair of legs that was stretched on the ground behind the forefront statue. Oh, fuck off.
I think we've had here's 19
Oh.
here.
Hello,
it's a little bit
I'm
more
back.
Nighttime one.
What just
I'm back.
happened?
It was incredibly dramatic, Andy. We
So it
we've
says-
got to.
Yeah, something was behind us.
Behind
we
us,
My
I
goodness.
posted the last screenshot of you on WhatsApp. I hope you weren't talking for much longer after that, because we did not hear it.
What?
Yeah.
What was the last thing I said? Oh no, I've gone again.
Your departures from the session have been outstandingly well timed.
Yeah.
You just that one. You just like what, and then just
What?
Let's see if it happens again. I don't know what just happened those past 2 times. Let's see.
No worries, dude.
What did I last say?
Okay. I believe you said something like, and behind you, and maybe theirs, or but was that right, Aiden? Something like that?
Ah,
Said
okay.
behind you, folks.
Fine.
Floor trembles,
The
humming.
floor trembles.
Behind-
Then
Yeah,
behind
forward,
you.
yeah, and trembling, and behind you.
Fine. That's all good. I'm
Sorry,
behind.
no, I'm not trying to be cheeky. I think that was the.
No, that is all good. Okay. Sorry, I've accidentally opened Minecraft somehow.
And this is where the adventure continues. In my Minecraft world.
Yeah, everyone join this new
Behind
world.
you.
everyone.
Oh
give
my
me
God.
cover.
That would be
I
actually
don't know
really
The
cool.
portal, and everything looks square, including your heads.
Oh my god!
Okay.
What a genre shift! I'd be so
Oh,
down with that. Like,
That's-
if we have like one puzzle that has to be solved in Minecraft just to make it work. It'd be so
Oh my
good.
god, that'd be insane.
As the deep hum builds in the heart of the temple, you look behind you and you see the blue swirl begin to pulsate on this large wall. It thrusts with a violent ripple, lurching into movement. It begins to wind into infinitesimal patterns, turning faster and faster until it moves so fast it becomes a transparent haze. And within that haze you start to see a room revealed. And you see statues, smaller, but stood in a circle. And behind the forefront statue, a pair of legs outstretched on the ground in the centre of the circle. What do you do?
Aelod is going to reverently approach the legs. Can I just confirm the vestiges have all left me? And are
Yes. They are all adorned on the statues
we're all in
behind
the
you in
room.
the room. So what I'll do, I would imagine you kind of like you because the map is set up in a bit of a funky way. you can't actually see through from room to room. So, oh gosh, and I've just moved the whole map. I'm going to just move you all to between the barrier of the rooms. Hopefully this works.
Ooh, that is a big barrier.
Yeah, it's a small tunnel that you walk through. But this is the only way I can actually show you what's inside.
My youthful complaints I should be able to see much further.
Lobe.
Oh,
Where is the
I
drift?
I should be able.
Awesome.
I still also need my dark vision. Ah, that looks a bit
Sorry,
better.
there are lights on each of these statues.
Oh, cool.
Ooh.
Yeah. Only a little fella.
It is still massive.
It's actually quite a big fella.
My word, what's happened to this man?
Is he, having a cursory glance, does he appear to be organic or is he a statue?
Roll me a perception check. It's
Quite dark in here,
he's
isn't it?
very still. It is undetermined.
Rash, on the other hand, is looking at the 6 statues surrounding the man on the floor, and he's trying to remember from the last room whether these 6 statues resemble the 6 from the previous room. So I can roll something if you would like. It's helpful.
You could roll me an investigation or a history or whatever you'd like from that.
Investigate. My eyes hurt.
Now, all of these statues are, as Zephyros stands in between you all, same size as him. They're all normal giant size. Everything else in the hall behind you was extraordinary in scale.
Really hard to see, isn't it?
I'm
Despite
just
all this
gonna
light.
Start walking into the middle of the room towards the figure. Slowly, and his head will be kind of turning left and right to look at the statues as he's walking. See if they're changing or anything's moving.
Nothing's changing about them. Light flickers in their hands. They all hold torches pointing towards the body.
I'm just going to approach the body. And as he gets close, he's going to inspect it. Is it a dead being or is it a statue?
You can either investigate
Just
or
gonna
you can
gently
roll me in
touch it
medicine.
with his hand. I will.
Or nature.
Yeah, nature. That's no. Yeah.
This man is not dead.
I love how like rolling a nat 1 means that it like, because your nature's -3. You know what I mean? Like it sort of adds. It's almost like adding to your roll as opposed to removing. At this point, oh, sorry. Anyway, yeah.
Give me 2 seconds. I just need to check something. I'll be back in literally 10 seconds.
No worries, mate.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Even less.
8, 9.
I just had to
9
make.
seconds.
I thought I heard. I thought I heard Tilly's.
Literally.
I thought I heard Tilly's room, but it wasn't. Okay. Uncle Bunga said you place a hand on a hardened leg or foot, and for whatever reason, you cannot tell.
Goodness,
Oh.
rock.
Artis is going to walk forwards. Unger, what have you found here?
There is thing on the floor. I do not know if it is. Oh, everything go weird for a second. I do not know if it is dead or living.
Artis is going to walk up to the side of the
Or maybe it's
The giant figure on the ground and do a medicine check.
As you place your hand on it and look in and around it, you sense it is extremely dead. But as you do so, and looking at it, the dead body of the giant shows no sign of rot or decay. Lying on its back, its eyes open, pale blue-grey, looking straight towards the high ceiling, their mouth open, slightly ajar as if taking a slow breath.
And looking at the face of this giant on the ground, do I recognise it as the statue of Amam from the room before?
It is no statue.
Sorry, is the face the same as the face?
Oh, I
that's on the
see.
statue?
Yes. And as you look on the face, through the open mouth, a small wisp of grey smoke rises out from it. Slowly.
This giant is clearly dead, but there's smoke from his mouth. Did anybody else see that? This is Amam. Zephyros, what is this place?
What is
Shouldn't
happening
be worried.
to his mouth? And as he says this, you see this small plume start to expand into a stream of smoke that starts to pass up into the ceiling and starts to curl through the domed roof of this large room.
From Zephyros.
No, from the body on the floor.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Does anybody want to investigate that smoke a bit? Finnan, maybe? I don't know if you want to.
Yeah, Finnan. He's here too, and we definitely didn't forget about playing him for like the past hour and a half. Finnan would love to do an investigation to that because he's curious. He's just a curious little halfling. We all know it. He's been here the whole time. 17.
With the 17, Finnan starts to see this swirl of mist rising out, and it starts to pull back across the floor of this room, centering itself around the body as it starts to build up slowly, and then it speeds up. It starts to form a figure in front of you all in the center of this room, standing at the body as its base, and it builds
Now-
and builds. No, you go for it.
I was going to say, Finnan's a man of magic. If he rolls like a history or something like that, would he know what's kind of roughly what's going on? Like if like this is an apparition or if this is a spell or you know what I mean, like separating it out, sort of is this like just a trick or is this a real thing and a spirit is sort of appearing before them? Could he sort of roll to decipher that potentially?
Yeah, absolutely. Either on Arcana or whatever else you think is relevant.
Yeah, I'll roll Arcana, yeah. Or at least if I can. Hold on. My bad. Here we go. It's not going through. What?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, I rolled 3 times. No, twice there, sorry. I think the first one we should take, really. The
That's
12
fine.
To ignore the... Yeah.
It's still it's still high. Sorry, I read the investigation. Regardless,
Yes. Yeah.
as it is forming into this almost pillar in the center of the room, Finnan starts to look confused as he sees it almost start to build into a figure. And worry fills into his bones.
don't know about this, guys, says Finnan. As he's
Should we be taking a
concerned.
step back? Hard to say,
Abel's
so
going to do
I've never seen a smoke man before.
Yeah, Finnan backs off a little.
Matt moves forward slightly.
Nubs may also back off, but less so than Finnan.
Abel's going to do a paladin spidey sense.
Divine sense.
As you will start to kind of rush around, Abard, using your divine sense, you sense no evil here.
I think it's fine.
And as...
maybe this is. Oh, sorry, go on.
That's all right, you go.
Maybe this is the Oracle. This room kind of resembles an eye. Maybe we are in the eye of the Oracle.
I always assumed it was more literal than that.
Eye of the Allfather, rather. Even get my words right.
Isn't that like the place, like on the map where we were, sort of, you know, geographically speaking, as opposed to a literal room? I could be wrong, but that's how I interpreted it, says Nubs.
Could be. The Eye of the Allfather, the seat of the Oracle. I suppose while we're saying all of this, the person's still forming away.
As you're doing this, there is this figure that's building, and I would say that Finnan at least recognises that it's not a figure but more a presence. And as these threads of mist twist together, like sinew and soul converging into what becomes a towering silhouette. And at first it has no face, until it does.
Ah,
Good guess.
it was Finnan.
And you see in front of you this huge form arise. A bearded soul standing above you. Its hands translucent, extending out, as almost stretching from an eternal slumber.
A bearded soul.
It moves as if in slow motion.
He takes a step back, looks up. You are ghost.
The head slowly passes towards you, and as if it moves, you hear almost the air kind of tearing through as its presence moves to look at you, and you hear the air shift. And the eyes stare as if into your soul. I am the remaining spirit of the Allfather Anna. And immediately with this, Sephiroth drops to his knees. You have brought the vestiges to my temple. Ask, and I shall answer.
Is there a limit to the questions we may ask?
A question
One question.
for each vestige of power.
Did that one count as a question?
Don't ask. That's the next problem. Stop. You didn't mean it. Says Nubs from the sideline. Nubs hurries over to Shamash. She's like, listen, mate. You have to just like nothing that could be answered with a yes or no. We'll just assume that potentially one we've used, and then at the end maybe we can find out if we've used them all. Okay? That's the way to go, honestly.
8 questions.
I could clarify.
Is how many we will have, I say, as a statement.
Yes, Abard, we all understood there are 8 vestiges. There are It's just Nub
I thought there were
scrapping his head.
9 vestiges.
Well,
Perhaps we
if you
should
used
clarify.
If you used one,
But
that.
did we?
well, we don't know, but we'll
right.
just assume that we do, okay? We'll play on the side of caution. Abard has it. Actually, you know what, Abard? I'm sorry for going off at you there. You're right. We have to play on the side of caution, and yes, potentially we have only 8 left. We're not sure. That last question didn't count, says Nubs. And that's a statement. He points at and the Allfather and says that.
Or maybe we should talk amongst ourselves to decide what questions we would ask.
We're talking amongst ourselves. Yeah, okay, yes, we should, yes. So Snub's closing his eyes, already frustrated at the idea that that's exactly what he was trying to achieve already before that happened.
As you do this, Zephyros walks to the feet of the spirit of Anam and moves into silent prayer. He hobbles.
Then I'll be asking
to
questions in that.
silent.
I don't think that's how prayer works. You don't really ask questions, more you make demands. I don't know. It's been a long time since I prayed, to be honest with you.
So, right. We want to know, I guess it would be if there's anything we want to know about the dragon. If there's anything to tell us that might be useful, if they have a weakness of some sort.
I think maybe we should ask how we could stop the civil war, but yeah, we could ask that first. I feel like the civil war question is more pressing, but yeah, Abard, you can.
I agree.
Yeah.
Maybe we should get into the background so we understand what's causing the civil war. For example, we should ask perhaps what ancient debt binds the Red Wizard of Thay to the conflicts of giant deep sea creatures.
Okay, I
We could
agree,
also
but if we say how can we stop the giant civil war, it probably will include the background to all that stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's asking like, what is a car before like how do I? But you know, you require the bits to do the other. I don't know what a car is, by the way. It's a thing I made up in my head. I'm not sure why I said that.
Did you mean cart?
They can't.
Yes, exactly. That's what I meant. You're right. You're so right. I meant cart.
Well, I still think some more specific ones could be helpful initially just to lay the ground. For example, who is in risk, what motivates her?
I think these
What
questions
role do
might
the
be
dragons
two
play in this conflict?
very specific questions. We only have 8, and if I may, would like to ask about Evora. And
Oh, for
Finnan,
fuck's sake.
you may like to ask about his monkey friend.
Huh? Oh yeah, I would. Of course I would.
I want to have a question as well.
We are wasting.
Oh, if we're all going to have questions, then we should all have one
Oracle
individual
about
question
undead
each.
monkey.
And then we can just ask him one question that pertains to the actual conflict. Does that make sense?
I suppose we could do something like that. Yes.
That seems
Yeah, that'd be really helpful.
very bad idea. And usually I am stupid one. This seems
How about we leave personal questions until the very end and we try to figure out what the hell's going on?
I agree. Let's get what we can of the most value out of them first, and then do the personal stuff.
I think clarifying the role of the Red Wizards of Thay and their relation to the giants and the deep sea creatures would give a good motivation understanding of our enemies.
Hmm.
Does that seem reasonable?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
also think... Sorry, go on.
No, I was just going to say, maybe we should just do the Civil War question first, eh?
Fine, you can do your broad question, then we can go into the details. How does that sound?
Is that okay? Just in case it works, then we save a lot of questions, you know what I'm saying?
I agree. Sounds good to me.
So we could ask, can you please answer any questions we might think of?
Ooh,
That'd be very broad.
that's quite clever, because then we get all the questions we could think of. But what if he says no? You could also say no.
Asking for more questions never works. Like,
Yeah, no.
I'm where I want a lamp in a game of cards, and
God is
there was a
right.
genie, and we try to ask for more wishes, and then that's how Derisus got a curse. It's not
How they
worth
get
it.
you. That's how they get you. Yep.
So, ask about the Red Wizards of Thay, ask about how we can generally solve a civil war, or how we can bring King Hecaton back to his place on the Wormskull's throne. I think maybe ask about what role the dragons have in the conflict would be a good one. Like, let's find out what our main group are doing. The Red Wizards, the dragons. A bit more about Imros. Imris, she seems quite relevant at the moment.
I agree. Imbreth, Civil War, anything else, and crucially anything that we don't know what we're going to do to end the Civil War, so we need to know what could we say at the ordering to show that we have spoken to him or prove our worth to be in that room, something along those lines. So I'm not really wording it, but anyway.
So, what I'm getting from what you're saying is we ask a question about what is Imrith and what are their motivations. What can we do to help solve this civil war and bring peace back to Faerun? What are the roles of the dragons? What are the roles of the Red Wizards? And what could we say of the Ordning, which is kind of like the first question, but going into a bit more detail.
Yeah, I agree. Just in case we don't get anything from the earlier answers.
And then we've got a few more to hang around if people do want to ask important personal questions.
I mean, it was the condition I joined your party, but yes, your questions sound very good, and I do agree.
If we're not important, we do owe the guy. Sorry.
The spirit looks
Mash, are you willing to be our question asker?
Well, only unless someone else wants to.
Sounds like you have a good grasp of the questions.
Then, smoky person, man of the fire.
The head moves to you as you address it.
We have several questions for you. The first one, and I think this is the most important, is what can we do to help solve the ongoing dragon civil war? What can be done to bring King Hecaton back to his place on the Wormskull throne and bring true peace back to the giants? That is one question.
That seemed like several questions nested in one question.
It was one question.
It might have seemed that way, but apparently it wasn't.
Would you like me to rephrase it?
Rephrase into one question.
What can we do to bring peace to the giants' civil war?
Nub sidles up to Mash and says, like, I think when you asked him if you'd like him to rephrase it, that also might have counted as a question. So now we're down to 6, by the way, just so you know.
Zephyros turns to you. No, giants are not as harsh as you humans.
Or gnomes. If it was gnomes, we'd already run out of questions by
Or
now.
gnomes.
Yes, indeed.
The figure stares at you, and you kind of hear this thrum, this like movement of clouds around this figure that looks down at you. Sorry? Did I cut out?
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
A little bit, but
I heard a bit about mooing and clouds.
I think I'm crashing out again, boys. I think this OBS is
okay now?
too much.
Yeah, it's fair enough, mate.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hear me now.
The figure looks at you. The storm will not calm while its crown lies in shadow. Restore King Hecaton to his throne. Only then will the giants stand as one beneath my gaze.
Okay, that was helpful. So friends, I was thinking the next question that I would ask would be, who is Imris and what is the role of Imris within this wider disagreement? And the
Do you think
motivations.
it's clear enough answer how to stop the civil war? You know, could we rephrase that in a certain way, or what do you think?
Well, we were stalking Hecaton to the throne. Clearly,
Yeah.
that's the answer. We probably
Can we
need
have a
to
little huddle
delve
on
into
that?
detail. Yep.
Let's
Okay.
have a quick huddle on that just so we.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Let's
So,
talk
am
about
I right in thinking that King Hecaton, we believe, is currently imprisoned, probably at the Purple Rocks, by the snail, or
Yes.
his whatever aquatic deep evil is around? So, in order to end the civil war, we need to free Hecaton, then go to the Storm Court, rather than go to the Storm Court before we go to the Purple Rocks. We need to get Hecaton out. Go from there.
Well, it depends. We might not be able to get to free Hecaton until we go to Stormcourt, but yes. That is a question we could ask if we have.
Should we ask that as a question? Do we need the Storm Court's help to free Hecaton, or do we need to get Hecaton out first?
Maybe let's get a bit more context around it, and maybe that will become apparent.
Alright.
I was going to say ask about Imrus and her role in this. Does that sound fair?
I think so. It sounds like she's pulling strings, my own included.
This will be question number 3 at this point, if you assume we've asked that question already.
2.
2, okay. If the first one, okay, fine, yeah, but... Okay, yeah, I agree. We have plenty of questions left, basically, is what I'm trying to say.
My large monkey man of smoke. Please could you tell us who is Imris and what is their role within this conflict?
So that's 2 questions.
Oh god damn it.
It is.
I will rephrase.
Ye-
You should.
You
Tell
can
me
have-
what role Imris plays in this conflict.
Imrith is the hand that stirs the storm. She has sowed discord amongst the giants, guiding the fall of the Ordning to weaken them. She struck at King Hecaton through his beloved wife's death. She works to keep him from his throne.
So Imris could be seen as the larger evil in this.
Is that the question?
Yeah.
Oh no, this
Okay.
would be confirming with the party, sorry. That was a statement. There was no upward inflection at the end.
Imrith is
Smoke man.
Yes.
So, I would say maybe we try and understand what the Red Wizards of Thay are doing here. Does that sound reasonable?
Yes. Is that a question? Maybe. I mean, like, is this guy be able, like, to speak truths beyond our comprehension? We could even ask him why the Red Wizards of Thay are here. You know, we don't even have to go on that quest. We've got enough questions. We could do that. Just saying.
So you think ask why the Red Wizards of Thay are here?
Yeah, or how we can stop them, or yeah. But I think the why won't be good enough because that will tell us how we can stop them in sort of, you know, as a part of the course, essentially, right?
I think why is a good question. Rest of the party, any thoughts?
So, why are they involved, or Why are they?
Are the Red Wizards of Thay involved in this conflict?
Yeah.
Why is Wizard red?
Maybe. Maybe if we've got time for that one, Unger, we'll ask that one as well.
Do we want to be more specific and say what is their interest or what do they hope to gain? So that we don't just get told they have an agenda.
Well, we said why are they involved? If they have an agenda would be a poor answer to a why question.
Alright, fair enough.
Yeah.
I just don't want to accidentally ask two questions with one.
Essentially,
We
yeah.
can keep going.
I mean, if they said because they have an agenda, that's just essentially like because they are involved. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not
that
really an
would be
answer.
an improper answer.
Exactly. I agree.
I shall answer that one then.
Good.
Great Smoke
Mystery.
Monkey. Please, will you tell me why the Red Wizards of Thay are involved in this conflict?
The eyes rest on you further.
I won't. Shit. That is a legitimate answer.
What did you call me?
The red.
You're a great piece of shit. He just said. Yes. Sorry.
The Red Wizards walk this path for their own dark ends. To master the gate they have torn to the 9 hells, and bind the god they hold there. Yet in their hunger they serve another's design. Imrith has let them believe they are the masters of this game, as she guides their hand toward what she needs most.
This is the party. So it seems like Imrith is the large nasty who is manipulating the Red Wizards and others, doesn't it?
It does.
Yes.
So perhaps if we were to go to the Storm Court, explain this, and then get them to cease the civil war and stop attacking Neverwinter, which is quite urgent, before, well, we go to stop Imrith.
That sounds sensible, but the first response we had from the Spirit of Aman was that the giants will only stand as one. The storm will not calm while his crown lies in shadow. Restore King Hecticon to the throne, only then will the giants stand as one. So I think even our persuading might not be enough. If the Spirit of Aman has told us he has to be restored to the throne, and only then will the giants stand as one.
Is that worth a question, or do we all agree on that?
I think that's essentially what he was saying, wasn't it, from Anam?
Did he say Imrith need something most? Maybe we should ask what Imrith need if she is the one controlling the wizard.
Yes, the Hannah stirs the storm to weaken the giants. What does Imrith want? Would that be a good question?
Is this a classic
What
giant
she
dragon war?
most? He said Imrith need something, not just want. Need is different to want.
That is true. I did want to understand more broadly what role are my fallen masters and cursed dragons have to play in this conflict. But maybe we could specify as to what exactly Imrith wants.
Need.
What?
What
Yes. What we receive does. Yeah.
Okay.
if we get what Imrith need, maybe we stop Imrith.
So I could ask, what specifically does Imrith need in this conflict? Yeah?
Yes.
And Nam, my fourth question. What specifically does Imrith need in this conflict?
The form thrums even further, staring at you. What Imrith needs is not steel or stone, but knowledge. She requires to learn the bargain that will bind the gatekeeper of the hells. And in turn, the price that must be paid for the return of her great grandmother. Until she knows the terms, she cannot truly act with certainty.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure her grandmother is the one whose name we should not say. The multi-chromatic dragon herself.
Yeah, no, sorry, I won't say that out loud. Yeah.
Well, now we know what the dragons might want. What
Alright.
else? Maybe we should ask what, now we've got that wider context, maybe we should ask what we can do to bring King Hackathon back to the Wormskull's throne.
Yeah, and
Get
where
them
is he?
involved in details.
What and where, I would say. But I
Those
agree.
may be two questions.
Yeah. What? Oh, how is
what
King
might
Hekaton?
not
No,
work?
that doesn't work. What? Why is King? No, that doesn't work either. Shit.
When is King Hekaton?
Maybe. Yeah, that's funny if we could ask.
He is
But,
a boat.
I guess we already sort of know where he is, don't we? Yes, that's true.
Yes, but we don't know how to boat.
Exactly.
Ocean.
Exactly.
Maybe you just broad then. What do we need to do to bring King Hekaton back to his place on the Wormskull's throne?
And I ask for another piss break soon as well. I'm busting here, unfortunately.
We can do that now
Do
before
you
you
want
ask
to
the,
ask
the
him,
question.
Ross, whether we can have a piss break?
Yes, Imroth, here we have a piss
Sorry, Ross,
break.
Adam, sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's do a
Okay,
quick,
Roth.
let's do a quick TP break now.
Cheers, thanks, mate.
to you.
Yo.
Sorry, fellas, am I the last one back, or no? Maybe not.
No.
Nice. Yeah, sorry, I don't know why, but I think I opened the seal there, as it were.
Clara? Charlie?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Charlie here? Sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, party. My question will be, don't listen to this, Alan. My question will be, party.
This is how
What can we
Yeah. Oh.
what can we specifically do to ensure King Hecaton's return to the Wormskull throne? Does that sound okay?
That sounds good to me.
Good.
Excellent.
Wait, hold on. We need Medica and Abod, and
I just worry about that question. He's going to tell us that we need to free him from captivity, but we already know that he's in captivity.
exactly.
I said specifically do. Specifically.
Yeah, but that is interpretable.
I think we should ask. We know that we need to restore him. I think we should ask, how do we free him from captivity?
Okay,
That's actually not a bad idea.
that's a good thought. Yes. How can we free King Hecaton from captivity? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, ma'am, how can we free King Hecaton of Giants from captivity?
Find the ship that bears him. Break the chains. Sorry. Slay or scatter those who guard him from the Kraken Society. Only then the Storm King be free to return to his court and take his crown once more.
Excellent. So, party, it seems that there is a ship that bears him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he speaks,
Yes.
but
we know
yes,
this.
he speaks quite loudly.
But we know this before. Yes. See it.
We do.
Yeah.
We
That was
thought he
back
might
the
not.
answer I didn't want him to give us, actually.
I mean, essentially, can we ask him where is the ship right now? Would that work?
Or where will the ship be in 10 days?
Yeah, that's true.
Always know where ship is.
Even better question, to be fair. Also, just saying, if we have some questions over at the end, I've got some really fun ones to ask him that I don't know like how he's going to answer it, and I think it could be really interesting. Very sort of like gnomish, sort of riddle-based questions that I've always wanted to know the answer to. So, just saying. But let's focus on the important questions first.
Maybe he has a question for us.
Yeah.
Do we get the question back if he asks us a question?
That is also a really good question.
I feel we should not waste a question asking these questions in case they do not return with the questions we would like questioned.
You could be right there.
Why?
Yeah.
The spirit mentioned the Kraken Society. Do you guys know this? This is the fish people?
I'm assuming it's the fish people.
Must be the fish people. I've got one of their hats. Look.
Goose tight.
Okay. So, should we ask about the location of King Hecaton?
I mean,
I think go with Bunga's idea, like
Maybe
where we can
how
find
can
him.
we track him.
Yeah, exactly.
How do we track King
You guys have
Hecaton's location?
conversing for us, but much longer than I have, but how quickly do you think Zephyros's castle would find the boat in the sea?
Oh, bro,
It'll be-
Zephyros.
Oh, it's so
Don't
quick.
even mention it. Because Zephyros can fly that thing like crazy.
So do you think Zephyros could find the boat at sea? Or is that unlikely?
Not if we don't know what we're looking
it's-
for.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Finding a boat in the ocean's crazy.
A
Sea
giant
is
boat.
very big.
Yeah.
Zephyros would chip in on this as well, I would say. And ooh. Who would
Who would we do?
Kimmy.
Kimmy.
Gimme. Oh shit. Okay. Here he is.
Zephyros would chip in at this.
You back, Kimmy?
I would
Yeah?
require an
Interesting.
item of the Storm King to be able to scry upon his location. I used our previous bond to find you all through the looking
We
glass
could
of your
ask him.
friend, but I do not possess that of King Hecaton.
King Hecatons, do we?
Maybe, I don't know, maybe King Hercudon left something in this room or somewhere nearby. Maybe the apparition could answer us that.
Maybe that comes back to the question Abard suggested about how do we find him, and maybe the spirit would point us to this item
Well,
for scrying.
Of course it does. That's exactly what I'm trying to say here. That if we can find an item of his, Artus, then we should be able to scry him. I mean, he literally told us himself. And that always leads us to how we can release him, essentially.
There's some quick thoughts on this. Is if we ask how do we track King Hecaton's location ongoing, which is what we're going to ask, then he might just tell us to find an item of his.
Precisely.
So then we could ask where we can find an item. Who say go to the Storm King's court, where we might not necessarily be welcome, or be able to get an item of his.
True. And if we ask if
It's
there's an
just-
item nearby, we could just say yes or no. That would be no good.
Abard. Roll me a perception check.
Shit.
I roll this of inspiration, please.
Of course.
A 9.
Nothing happens.
You look around the rest of your party and. No. Never mind.
Well,
No, with an 9, nothing.
Okay, should we ask where can we find an item of King Hecaton's without too much trouble?
Where's the nearest?
Not nearest, without too much trouble.
Okay, yeah. Where's the easiest? Yeah, good point.
And maybe before we ask this, and Zephyros, I don't mean to question your abilities, but having any item of King Hecaton's will enable you to scry the direction to this boat.
If he has
that correct?
touched it, I may find some magic connection.
Okay.
Right, Adam,
you
I believe that's your
Sorry.
name.
It is my name.
No! No, God, no!
Zephyros, I don't
Stop!
worry,
It's a
don't
statement.
worry. It's okay,
A
it's okay.
statement. A statement, not a question.
That's
How could we easily find an item of King Hecaton's that he has touched that is accessible to us?
yeah. I think that's still one question. Says Nubs stroking.
Yep.
his beard.
You already hold what you need. With it, you may scry upon the Storm King wherever the sea bears him, through the portal to his court, in which he placed in each hand of the cheese of the giants.
Did you hear that, Zeph? Could you maybe give us a bit of a clue on what he's talking about?
Zephyros, who's still wearing the glasses of hindsight. You have been to the Storm Court before.
Nub says.
Through.
Yes. Although I remember it as what Remote calls a dream. Or a nightmare.
There is only one way to
I only
get
say
to
this
the
because
Storm
I wasn't
Court.
playing when this happened, unfortunately.
It is
The
with
sending stones.
So I've been told about it. Yes, yeah, I have. Yes.
You possess one of the conches that the king bestows upon the chiefs of the giants when he calls upon them to travel
Yes,
to
right.
Maelstrom.
Bunga has it. I'll give it
Yes.
to Bunga.
Yeah, I've been waving it the past minute.
Oh, look, there it is. Snub's pointing at the conch. That's just what I was remembering. So
We
can
have 3 more
disgrace the occasion with
questions.
this. We have 3 more questions.
3
Can
more.
I ask a bonus question?
You just did.
Maybe not yet.
Okay. But if I
Um,
can ask a bonus question, what I want to ask is a riddle we have in Gnomish, and it goes like this. If a giant whispers so quietly that only a gnome can hear it, but the gnome swears it was shouted, which one of them is lying? That's what I want to know. Okay.
That's dumb.
No,
It's
no.
it's a great question.
You're just talking about to each other about this right now, right?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Because Nub says, I think it'll fry his brain because I can't answer it. Anyway, carry on.
Artie, I think we've got a clear path after this. We get Zephyros to touch the conch and find King Hecaton. We then take King Hecaton back to the Storm King's thing and restore him on the throne, and thus the giant civil war will end.
Well,
Some
Perhaps,
as long as the Red
perhaps-
Wizards are out of the picture, yes.
perhaps we should ask what unforeseen barriers might stand in our way of freeing King Hecaton and restoring him to the Wormskill throne.
Quick change to that. Don't use the word unforeseen because essentially asking like what unknowns can we know is like a sort of a paradoxical question. So just say
Well, it's not because unforeseen by us, but it could be foreseen by him, who seems to be fairly.
alright, but
No.
maybe include by us. Just saying.
What unforeseen by us barriers could
What barriers unforeseen by us?
prevent us from restoring King Hecaton to the throne?
One of the barriers I think we know we'll come across is Imrath.
Well, that's not unforeseen, so good contribution there. Again, sorry to be on your case here, Altus, but you keep doing this. And
Do
I'm...
do we want to use one of our questions? How do we defeat Imrath? She is coming for us at some point.
That's actually a very good point.
That is a very good question. Should we ask about barriers? Sorry, my child just moved on the camera.
At least you only drop the camera.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly. So, what barriers unforeseen by us could prevent us from restoring King Hecaton to the throne? Yes?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Smoky Giant and what barriers unforeseen by us could prevent us from restoring King Hecaton to the throne? The Wormskull throne.
The greatest barrier stands here already. Not on the seas, nor in the skies, but in this very hall. Through shattered wards, she enters into this sacred place, and she hears my words as I speak them. Imrith. And you hear from behind you a voice. I have a question for the Oracle.
No, these are our questions. You will have your question.
One final question. How do we defeat Ingress?
You've managed to do it before, I think.
I think we need to let Zeph have at least one question. After all, this is an honour for his people, and he does fly us wherever we want for free, and he feeds us, and he takes care of us, and he basically has never asked for anything. We treat him like shit most of the time. Just saying.
But I don't think that was...
Over the top of your heads, you hear the words, "What must be traded to the gatekeeper to release the Queen of Chaos from her prison in Avernus?"
Excuse me, who the fuck is that? Says Nubs, turning
And
around.
as you turn,
Don't answer that.
standing behind you is a giant, slender, pale, grey-blue skin, a horn upon the top of her head. And you hear from behind you as you look back round to Anam. "The Queen of Dragons fell to a Stormlord, banishing her to Avernus. Unless the soul of another true Stormlord is exchanged, she will be tied there forever. Sever it, and the Worm Skull throne shall awaken." And looking behind you, the female giant's face lights with a flicker of a smile. "You've done more than I could have ever hoped. I should be grateful." And that's where we'll pick up next week.
Oh, damn.